and Moria Grace Orphanage receives assistance from local business.
The residents of Tobias Anyego constituency were pleased to witness the launch of taxi stops in the Kilimanjaro settlement. This means the taxi operators will now be dropping off locals at a more affordable price. On the outskirts of the city near the new mayoral headquarters, residents of the informal settlement of Kilimanjaro sang songs praising the municipality for bringing services closer to the people and making their lives a little better. The community did not have a taxi stop and taxi fare was double the normal 14 Namibia dollars. As she unveiled the taxi rank, the mayor Francina Kahongo said that she decided to act after receiving complaints from locals that they are not able to afford the exorbitant transport fares.
After receiving complaints when I came in the office, the commissioning of taxi rank was one of the requests. So I followed it up with the officials in the Department of Transport just to find out what is so difficult. So only to learn that it was a matter of communicating with Ministry of Works and Transport and agreed and for city to follow up and to satisfy all requirements. And then it's just it was in fact just writing letters. That is all we did.
The Namibia Bus and Transport Secretary General said the taxi rank is a step in the right direction as residents will no longer endure long walks to their homes after being dropped off at taxi ranks in other locations.
The importance of the taxi rank is to assist the community of that particular area in terms of, payments. Ngero tuna o taxi rank amos to pora shetu. Otashi tipa ifita tukafutawe I mariwambi hakucho o double pay. O hatufu tuingapi ngeta tu yahuno how much we used to pay when we come here? $28. Yes. As from today, after the inauguration of this taxi rank, you are only going to pay $14 in terms of establishing the taxi ranks at the Trimpart College in the area of Khomasdal campus. So our learners or students that used to go to that college, they also sometimes used to pay double. But it is now also official that they can go there on $14 only. The reason of establishing the taxi rank is to create a link and smooth movement between locations and the city.
The residents expressed gratitude for the taxi rank in the main street of Kilimanjaro and the mayor's efforts in bringing change in their community.
We are thankful for the new taxi rank. We are tired of paying $28 and now we are grateful that we will be paying $14. We would also like to get toilets because not everyone got mobile toilets. The other thing that we are pleading for is electricity. But we are very happy and thankful for the new taxi rank.
The way I see is very good, it's excellent. It's the things we are expecting, to bring people we are staying here is very far, and to pay more money we cannot afford. And the thing is very excellent. I hope that always they must continue and to do to others the one that not have like this.
The mayor assured residents of the city that the lack of taxi ranks in informal settlements will soon be a thing of the past.
With trusted quality and great value on all Clicks brand products, switch and save. Buy Clicks Anti-Dandruff Shampoo, 400 mils, 2 for $64. Buy Clicks tampons 16-pack, 2 for $30. And buy Clicks soap, 175 grams, 3 for $21. Or buy Clicks paracetamol, 500 milligrams, 2 for $34. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
The intelligent temperature systems provided by Huawei Technologies Namibia to the Ministry of Health and Social Services is able to detect temperatures within a meter, avoiding high-risk infections from manual body screenings. According to Huawei, the thermal imaging temperature measurement systems will enable faster screenings over long distances, as well as the safety of health workers through automatic temperature detection.
In our quest to bring digital to everyone, personal, homely, organizationally, for a full, collected, and intelligent work, we remain committed to supplement government effort in every way that we can do the best to achieve our mission of Tech for All.
Deputy Head of Mission at the Chinese Embassy said it will continuously support the Namibian government with 20 donations valued at 40 million Namibia dollars provided to date.
As we all know, that China and Namibia, we are always friends. We are old friends, and now China has, to a large degree, successfully contained COVID-19 in China. But still, this virus, this pandemic, is still raging in other parts of the globe, including Namibia. We have the embassy has facilitated various donations from the Chinese central government, Chinese big companies, including Jack Ma's company, as well as the local governments and companies from China. We have organized those donation activities.
Health and Social Services Minister Kalumbi Shangula noted that the intelligent temperature systems will provide dependable temperature measurements in densely populated facilities and allow for health workers to act swiftly in attending to suspected cases.
The non-contact temperature assessment devices used as part of an initial check to identify and triage people who may have elevated temperatures. Such as this system is exactly what we need to minimize the spread of this pandemic. Your donation will help us to further our ability to succeed during this unprecedented health time. By being able to take temperature measurement for large crowds from a distance and alerting health workers through alarms as and when high fever is detected, the system affords health workers better opportunity to manage COVID-19 and other outbreaks that are characterized by high fever.
Shangula added that with cases increasing on a daily basis, the thermal imaging systems will improve early detection of COVID-19.
My father worked hard, and he made sure I did too. Because of him, I studied every day, and I did well. He helped me start my first business. It's only now I understand. My father always had big dreams for me. And now, my dreams are the same as my father's.
In 100 years, we've learned that times change, but what matters never will.
The Khomas region is currently under stage 4 of the state of emergency, which means that gatherings of up to 250 people is allowed in the capital. The Namibian Police Force Regional Commander for Khomas highlighted the challenge of ensuring that citizens adhere to social distancing measures in spaces such as bars and clubs.
We had the murder of a 16-year-old Namibian who was stabbed with a knife on the neck in Koryangaba area by a 34-year-old man, a suspect. And this person just died and the result it was just alcohol. Alcohol is still causing us a problem. We recorded some couple of rapes after the reopening of bars and the people operating according to their according to their licenses.
Commander Joseph Shikongo said that he drove around Windhoek recently and witnessed how people at bars are not wearing face masks and keeping a safe distance from each other.
The issue of clubs, restaurants, mostly the restaurant maybe could be better because it can be controlled. But we are talking about the bars. If you go to there, I can tell you, when I came out from quarantine, I went already around Katutula, checking around the bars. Bars are just full. People are not putting on masks. People are just seated in a small table, 10, 15, 20 of them. And the size of our bars, the shabins, it's not that big. Like you go to the shopping malls where there's a provision of measurement on squares. It's just something, put up something and then start selling. Those are the problems. It's a challenge, but we are appealing to our people just to make sure that we are doing this for the good of this nation.
Shikongo added that the crime rate was lower during stages 1 and 2 because the sale of alcohol was prohibited.
On stage 2, we had this under 3% alcohol, and of course it was causing us a problem. And then we went on, we gave our complaint, and as a result we were understood, and then that was amended, and then the 3% alcohol was also done away with. We might, if our people are not changing their behavior, we might change some of our behavior, some of our measures, probably back to stage 1 and 2, where we were able to control the people better, especially alcohol. The sale of alcohol is giving us a lot of problems. I can tell you the assault and assault GBH during stage 1 and stage 2 up to stage 3 there, it was better. But now I can tell you every day we have cases that are reported to the police, domestic violence. Those are the things that are coming up again, and it is just as a result of alcohol.
Shikongo is encouraging Namibians to follow the prescribed regulations by the state when at gatherings or risk facing the law.
We always love to hear from you. Send us your views, comments and videos with your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081 200 6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV, it just gets better.
Sanitize Namibia, a 100% locally owned company, has come to the assistance of the vulnerable children living at the Moria Grace Children's Shelter, situated in Dolam, Katutura. The Moria Grace Children's Shelter provides a decent home for many vulnerable children living without their parents and offers them a range of opportunities such as access to education, nutrition and guardianship. Today on One spoke to Mac Kaisep from Sanitize Namibia, a locally owned business that gave free disinfectant and sanitizing services to help reduce the risk of children being infected with COVID-19 at the facility.
We are in this industry for quite some time. And due to the fact that we are faced by this pandemic, which is COVID-19, that is kind of threatening, everybody across the globe, we have decided to, extend our social responsibility to give back to the community again, and we've identified Moria Grace Orphanage Home as a recipient for the service that we are delivering. So basically, what we are doing today is to sanitize their whole facility and fumigate it, and hand over sanitizing materials. Due to the fact that kids cannot protect themselves, we've got a passion for kids, and they're the future leaders. And we want also other business owners and business entities to follow suit and do whatever they can do in their power, just to flow back to the community again.
According to the World Health Organization, studies have shown that the COVID-19 virus can survive for up to 72 hours on plastic and stainless steel, less than 4 hours on copper, and less than 24 hours on cardboard. Today on One spoke to Norris Africana, who manages the Moria Grace Children's Shelter, and she revealed that the shelter has struggled to access quality hygiene products, such as common household disinfectants that will kill the coronavirus.
It has always been a struggle, especially when it comes to the equipment, to wash their hands and so on, because sometimes we run out of soap, but we use the bar soap, just any way for them to know, and be aware and to stay healthier. It's not much easy or, for someone just to go out of their way to do something big for us like this, because we only see this on TV, schools being sanitized, hospitals, what's on, but we never thought that we would also be so lucky actually to be one of the places that is being nominated today by Mr. Mack and his colleagues to be sanitized by Sanitize Namibia. Yeah, so I'm very grateful.
Sanitize Namibia has also urged other local businesses in Namibia to come on board and assist the government in the fight against the novel coronavirus, which has infected hundreds of Namibians thus far.
My father worked hard, and he made sure I did too. Because of him, I studied every day, and I did well. He helped me start my first business. It's only now I understand. My father always had big dreams for me. And now, my dreams are the same as my father's.
In 100 years, we've learned that times change, but what matters never will.
In other leading stories, Namibia has recorded 55 new COVID-19 cases. Among them are 2 non-Namibians who are in a vessel, and the rest are Namibian nationals. 53 are from Walvis Bay and 2 from Windhoek. Of the 2 cases in Windhoek, 1 was referred from Walvis Bay on the 19th of June for medical reasons and admitted to the Windhoek Central Hospital. The other one is a contact to a confirmed case. He has been in quarantine and initially tested negative, then repeated towards the end of the quarantine period, then tested positive. 48 are male and 7 female. The youngest is a 2-year-old and the eldest is 60 years old. They are all in a stable condition and contact tracing is ongoing. And Hosea Kutaki International Airport is gearing up for its restart plan under the heading Resumption of Activities to ensure airport readiness upon the resumption of international flights as borders are to gradually open under the provisions of the State of Emergency regulations on COVID-19. Namibia graduated to Stage 4 on the 30th of June to 17 September 2020, and the airport will aid the government's targeted international tourism revival initiative effective from the 15th of July to the 15th of August 2020. Social distancing measures such as floor and seat stickers, messages on mandatory wearing of masks are available at the airport, as well as sanitizer dispensers, to mention but a few, and other messages via the public service announcement system. NAC has also acquired thermostats and adequate materials for regular disinfections of facilities at all 8 airports. For the targeted international tourism revival initiative, a stakeholders meeting will take place in collaboration with the tourism and hospitality partners, where further discussion on modalities will be undertaken in preparation for the commencement of the initiative.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of comments from the hottest social media pages. Comas Regional Commander Joseph Shikongo was quarantined about a month ago after apprehending a man that tested positive for COVID-19. The man is suspected to have entered the country illegally through the Orange River at the southern border and later came to Windhoek. Ian said the fact that a whole contingent was deployed to apprehend a single suspect means that he was special. Athanasius says the regional commander has done well and that his presence matters to many people. Jerry is glad that they are out of quarantine. Pala said the commander has courage and is happy with his work. Phineas thanked the commander and his team. FNB Namibia took a necessary health and safety measure action in temporarily shutting down its Klein Windhoek branch for 1 week beginning Monday, 6 July 2020, as a precaution to protect staff and customers from possible COVID-19 infections. This comes after an employee of the bank was contact traced by the Ministry of Health and Social Services Task Force after coming into contact 2 weeks ago with a since-diagnosed COVID-19 case. Method said the entire shopping center in Klein Windhoek should be closed down. Astrida said that it seems Windhoek cases are confidential, while Walfish Bay cases are made public. Agnes said the health minister should announce the case of a Namcor employee reported in the media recently. Pala said the idea of closing businesses will not work as the person has already left the premises. And that's all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day, only on Today on One.
Share with us on #LearnOnOne. Tell us what you're learning and where you're learning it from. Send us your name and town to the One Africa TV's WhatsApp on 081 200 6659 or send an SMS to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
From Cape to Cairo, Accra to Antananarivo, there are millions of people just like you trying to make a living to make money. And there's no magic way to get rich quick, unless you're Aliko Dangote. You're not Aliko Dangote, are you? No? Well, perhaps we can help you get a little further along the way. With BBC reporters all over Africa, we find the stories, the successes, and the startups that will help you make the most of your money. This is Smart Money.
A look at the weather forecast. First, an advisory from the Windhoek Met Office. Cold and showery conditions are expected on Friday and Saturday in the south and the west. Very cold conditions are expected over the southern, central and eastern regions on Saturday, so please do take the necessary precautions. The Namibia interior partly cloudy and mild to warm in the south and west, with a few showers in the extreme south, elsewhere sunny and warm. It will be windy over the interior. The coast partly cloudy and mild with showers and thunder showers in the south, and the wind moderate southwesterly but fresh northwesterly in the south.
twamena omwene twamena oipanga yomentila twamena otate twamena nako batonzi betu twamena ohaditya bele bukaluboke omuna engono atishe onsiti wolomwenetu ohaditya bele mu Yesus Kristus omwana wa Yewifa omwene wetu opatalwa mengono tabe ponya buki nokakaka Jona Maria opahepe kwa munyundi wa Pontius Pilatus opaganelwa komsiyakano opasantero opapakwa opayamboso bafi opanyumukame tupetitatu opalonda keulo opakalo tumba kololo lake otakalo kabali atokolobana moyono bafi ohaditabele mumeponia buki nokeleka hiya buki katolika neulipabwe oba ya buki nekufile poro matimba nenyumukolo lutu nomwenyo warushe amen oipanga yomentila twamena otate twamena nako batonzi betu twamena omwene tuulikilo ngenda yoye ndele tupa ekupivolo ye omwene bilongendo shilongo shetu ndele siatuko ifala tuta molopilo ngenda loye oba prestani boye batika no yuki ndele bapia boye nabaengitene yako mwene nikentila Sivike kombata yedu Noye wanaishe na itimuluke Engano ya kupikoloye Opa oba nuboye ambekolo mili Nasingashoye Nasimenekele onyunya ushe Nometima detu kalunga dielifa Amen, amen, amen twamena otate twamena nako batonzi betu twamena
BBC World News, the biggest African and international news stories. Focus on Africa.
Hello, I am Peter Okwache. Welcome to Focus on Africa, our top stories. We're on the front line of Nigeria's battle to control coronavirus, but there's another struggle, convincing the public the disease even exists. After days of violent protests in Ethiopia following the killing of a musician, the Minister for Democratization tells me the government is in control.
We are cracking down on those who are transgressing the law of the land. And this is, I think, the fundamental purpose of government.
Tanzania is opening up for business, but exporters are still struggling. We visit sesame seed farmers living through a bitter harvest.
Last year, the price at world market was so good that farmers here increased their production. But literally they know that a pandemic was coming and will destroy their prospects.
Also on the program, backing